Hello YouTube universe and welcome to Newkirk News. My name is Newkirk and today I will be talking about some of the latest news stories that happened in the past couple of days that interested me the most. Let's start off with some national news. The White House has denied any extraterrestrial life. Why is the White House coming forward and saying that there is no extraterrestrial life? Well, in September, the White House launched an initiative called We the People. In this initiative, the Obama administration said that they will answer any petitions that received more than 25,000 signatures. There were two petitions in particular that the White House wanted to address. These petitions asserted that extraterrestrial life exists and that the government was trying to cover it up. Interestingly, these petitions only received about 17,000 signatures. These petitions requested that the government, and I quote, formally acknowledge an extraterrestrial presence engaging the human race, end quote, and, quote, immediately disclose the government's knowledge of and communications with extraterrestrial beings, end quote. Phil Lawson, who works for the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, said, quote, the U.S. government has no evidence that any life exists outside our planet or that an extraterrestrial presence has contacted or engaged any member of the human race, end quote. Now, people have said that, this is a whole big conspiracy and why is the White House trying to cover it up? Especially since the White House said that they will answer any petitions which received more than 25,000 signatures, and this petition of extraterrestrial life only received 17,000, and that the White House was quick to respond to it even though it didn't reach the 25,000. People have said that the government is trying to cover up that there is extraterrestrial life out there, especially with the existence of Area 51. Now, I'm a skeptic on extraterrestrial life. I don't believe that extraterrestrial life does exist, and I don't believe that it doesn't exist. I need to see some hardcore proof that extraterrestrial life does exist. When you think about it, if extraterrestrial life does exist, why would they want to come here to Earth? I mean, think about it. When you plan a trip, you kind of scout out the location of where you want to go, what you want to do, how the environment is, or at least that's what I do. If we scout out locations before we go visit someplace, don't you think that the aliens, if there are aliens, don't you think that the aliens would have done the same thing? So they should have seen how humanity acts toward one another with all the racism and the hate crime that's out there. Why would the aliens come and waste their time down here with us? Unless maybe they crash landed. I don't know. Moving on to our next story. So this story is for all those high school seniors out there who are applying to college, and for the college freshmen who are out there. The freshman 15, it's not real. Researchers at Ohio State University have found that college freshmen don't actually gain 15 pounds in their freshman year. They actually gain an average of about 3 pounds. And some freshmen have even reported gaining less than 3 pounds or not gaining any weight at all. So freshmen of the United States, don't worry because you won't be gaining those dreaded 15 pounds. Moving on. Lindsey Lohan is out of jail. Again. Lindsey Lohan was released from the Los Angeles County Jail after spending only 5 hours of what was supposed to be a 30-day jail sentence. And according to sources, they said that the jail was overcrowded and they didn't want to release any serious offenders. That's crazy. If an everyday person committed the same crimes that Lindsey Lohan did, and was in the same predicament as Lindsey was in with all the jail overcrowding, what they would have done was released someone who, was a minor offender just like Lindsey Lohan was. They would release that person and then put that everyday person who committed the crimes in jail. I think this is just another media thing, just to keep Lindsey Lohan in the news. Now on to our final news story of the day. There was a theft in France of Modern Warfare 3 games before they were released. They didn't go into the store, grab all the copies, and then split. This is what they did. I'll actually read it because there's no... Well, I'll just read it to you. Listen to this. According to the report, 2 armed men with knives crashed their car into a van south of Paris. They sprayed tear gas at the driver of the van and took off with the games and the van. The stolen games are said to be worth nearly $600,000. Copies of Modern Warfare 3 on eBay, these stolen copies, are now selling for as much as $1,700. I mean, if you ask me, this is like a mission out of one of the modern Call of Duty games. I think Battlefield 3 is much, much better. Well, that's all the stories that interested me the most. My name is Newkirk, and I don't have an outro yet. I'm still working on it. When I get it, it's going to be awesome. Peace out.